Yo, what's going on, family? So I told y'all a couple of weeks ago that I was gonna come through and give y'all some financial tips, you know what I mean, to be able to help y'all, at least at minimum, you know what I'm saying, get you a little savings started, so that way you can reallocate or, earmark, those funds or that extra money that you've been saving now that you're gonna start applying these financial tips to your situation, so that way you can invest in crypto or invest in some other type of asset that's going to appreciate over time. So that's what I'm going to provide for you right now. So pay attention. I want you to go and grab your pen, pencil, something, so that way you can write this stuff down, remember it, and start practicing it today, because this is the stuff that helped me to get me to where I am. I'm not nowhere near where I'm working to get to, but I'm certainly not where I was. So you know what I'm saying. But like I told you, you got to write stuff down, write your goals down, jump at the bit, and go get it done. So right here, right now, let me go ahead and give you these 10 financial tips to apply to your situation right now. All right, so the first financial tip that I want to tell y'all, to let y'all know, you want to live below your means. You got to live below your means, you know what I'm saying? So some of y'all have employment or employers that's allowing you to get raises on jobs, allowing you to, you know what I'm saying, make more money in the respective positions based off of the time and the experience that you have put in at that location or that job that you have. Well, you know what I'm saying, just because you receive a raise does not mean that your lifestyle has to raise with that change. You know what I mean? You get a significant amount, and then now you want to go buy a new car. That increases your insurance payment, that increases your car payment, or somebody may go and try to buy a house that now you got a higher mortgage or a different type of mortgage rate that you had prior to getting a raise at your job. So you want to live below your means by any means possible. Live below your means. So go ahead and adjust those, man. Adjust that situation and try to help change your lifestyle in that regard. The next thing you want to do, family, is pay off all your debts, no matter what type of debt it is. Student loan debt, car debt, consumer debt, credit card debt, whatever it is. If you owe somebody $5, I don't care if it's just $5, man, pay it back. It's debt, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to carry debt that you don't have to have, and you certainly don't want to create unnecessary debt to have to pay off for the future. So if you owe somebody something, pay them back. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who I owe money to, you gonna get paid back, or you already have. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, it was just a little joke, because you know what I mean, I take that very serious, man. So if you owe somebody, or you owe anything or some entity, pay it off. Stop eating out at these restaurants, man. You know what I mean? You ain't doing nothing but making them rich and making you sick. You know what I'm saying? I'd been gone from the United States for 5 years, man. And, I started on my weight loss journey, back in 2016 when I was 237 pounds, man. And I lost all of that today at a walk around weight at right around 175, 180, man. And I've been doing that consistency. You know why? Because I eat clean. You know what I'm saying? I don't drink the stuff that, soda pops and all that stuff with the extra sugar, you know what I'm saying, and all these false drinks that's designed to kill you. You feel me? So stop eating out. Cook your food, man. Try to eat healthier. It's actually a little cheaper for you to eat healthier over time. You understand what I'm saying? And stop eating those meals that's allowing your health to deteriorate overall. You feel me? Stop lending money to people who don't have any intentions on paying you back. And as a matter of fact, I don't think that this is a time for you to be trying to lend money out to people anyway, in the regards when you know that there's potential for them not to pay you back. But if you're dealing with somebody who's got trustworthy and they'll pay you back, you know what I mean, then, that's a different story. But overall, stop lending folks money, because you need that money to be able to invest and diversify your portfolio overall in itself. But if it's some money that you can, stand to, you don't have to have back, then that's okay. But, somebody come asking you for $1,000, $2,000, $8,000, and you know that they're not going to pay you back, don't lend the money. Track your spending habits, family. Track your spending habits. You know what I'm saying? This is very, very important, because on the run of a day, in a 24-hour period, you could have thrown away $50 that you could have allocated towards investments, or you could have put in a savings account, or you could have contributed to a Roth IRA that you have control over, like I Trust Capital. You understand what I'm saying? So, you need to be able to track your spending habits. If you do contract work like myself, then there's an app called Solo, you know what I mean, that you can download on your phone to help you to track your spending habits. And then you can leverage AI to help you do your own accounting work when it comes time to do taxes and get the most write-offs that you can to create the maximum amount of refund or at least break even at the end of the year. So track your spending habits. Man, this here is a big one, man. Lower your insurance plans, okay? Some of y'all got car insurances where you got full coverage car insurance and you don't actually need it, especially if it's a used vehicle. You don't need full coverage on the vehicle. You just need comp and collision. You know what I'm saying? Something that, and to protect you just in case you get injured in a personal PIP. You know what I mean? You need those type of insurance, but you don't have to have full insurance, especially if you have a car, especially if the car is over 10 years old. Lower your insurance rates, man. Look at another way to see how you can, make your insurance payments for your health lower. Dentist payments, you could go out of the country and pay out of pocket, that with vision. And sometimes it may be a little bit better. So you might want to consider lowering your interest payments or looking at other ways to be able to provide you. Most of y'all not going to the dentist every 6 months. Most of y'all not going to the vision every 6 months. So why are you paying that? So next, if your pay frequency is 2 weeks, 1 month, every day, you want to be investing a percentage of that towards crypto, towards real estate, towards a tokenized asset, something that's going to appreciate over time. So if you like me and you're a hustler and you get paid every day, then you want to take 20% of what you make. So if you make $100 in that day, take $20 and invest it. If you get paid every 2 weeks, you need to be investing like 10 to 15% of that income towards some type of investment will or your IRA that you want to custody for yourself. Or if you get paid every month, then you might want to take 5% or more or whatever is comfortable for your situation to invest. But you need to be taking a portion or a percentage of your income and investing it somewhere. Write down your targets, man. If you don't have no goals set, how in the world you gonna know where you're going? So for an example, if you're going to take whatever it is that you're doing on a DCA average, for an example, dollar cost average is what I'm talking about. I have $25 to invest every week. You see what I'm saying? Then you want to write that down, and you want to write down what exactly is it going to and how much of it that you want to achieve or accrue. You know what I'm saying? And then once you get to that target, rinse and repeat and do it all over again for some other type of investment or back into the crypto market on another crypto project. So write down your targets and stay consistent. Man, stop trying to keep up with the Joneses, man. Stop trying to buy all of the designer. You don't need none of that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you gotta have it that bad, get the knockoff kind, man. You know what I mean? Don't nobody care nothing about all that no more, man. You wasting your money. They ain't already been exposed that they making it for $5 and selling it to you for $5,000. Why would you want to continue to put yourself in a situation like that? Anyway, that creates financial stress and burden, man. Stop spending your money frivolously on designer clothing and shoes that you don't need. And the last thing you want to do, family, is educate yourself. Go to these different social platforms, try to find people that you relate to, can follow and get down with the program to help you understand financial literacy. Financial literacy is very, very important right now in this day and age with hyperinflation coming, it's already here, inflation, hyperinflation, and that's on top of it. You need to be able to understand how to be able to navigate through this new world that we're going through, especially when they already made the change. What you think this government shut down for? You know what I'm saying? AWS went out last week. Banking stuff updated. November 22nd is a big day, family. You know what I'm saying? Follow behind some financial literacy channel to help you become more financial literate to make better decisions for you and your future and create generational wealth. Hopefully you wrote this down. Take it in, use it.